Hello, friends, and welcome to r/Tales from the Front Desk. And our first story for today. Boomer entitlement is the worst entitlement. I want to start by saying that this job has made me angry many times, and also has made me very happy other times. Tonight was the first night that I almost came completely unglued and unleashed the wrath of all the front desk workers around the world that have to deal with this bullcrap daily. So enjoy this tale. Or don't, I'm not your mother. Now our tale begins with me arriving to my shift at 3 p.m. I do the normal routine, check occupancy, count the cash drawer, shoot the crap with the other front desk worker, and so on. I check our arrivals and see we have a group of 40 checking in tonight. Annoying, but nothing I haven't done before. And if everyone has their stuff in order, then things go by pretty smooth. Spoiler alert, things were far from being in order. At around 3:30, I get a call from the group leader telling me that the bus driver will be there shortly to drop off luggage, and for me to be prepared to take said luggage to all the rooms. Now, I work at a popular name brand hotel that's owned by an even more popular name brand hotel, and never once have I had to unload an entire bus full of 50-plus suitcases and then cart each one to a specific room. The hotel I work at is advertised as a self-service hotel, so by default we do not have a bellhop. I tell the group leader this and she becomes irate to the point where I have to go get my manager. After talking in circles with everyone involved, my manager just tells me to deliver all the luggage to the rooms and be done with it. Honestly, I was okay with this. I've always been a sucker when it came to helping people, so I really wasn't bothered by this. 3:45 rolls its way around and the bus driver arrives with all sorts of goodies for me to load up on carts and make the confusing journey up and down each floor, trying to figure out which suitcase goes in what room. Let me take this time to say that I am the only one working the desk at this point, so I have to go back and forth from the front desk to check people in and answer the phone, back to carting luggage around. While I'm running around the hotel like a crazy person, the bus driver leaves to go pick up the group members somewhere and brings them back at around 4:45. That leaves me an hour to get all the luggage into the assigned rooms and be a good little front desk assistant. Well, I was unable to get all the luggage to the rooms in the allotted time given, so when I saw the bus pull back up, I knew I had to hurry. My body went cold, and all the blood ran away from my face when I realized who the people were that made up this large group from hell. It was a bus full of crotchety, slow-paced, weird-smelling boomers. Now, this reality has truly become a nightmare, so while the gaggle of zombie-like people proceed to go to their rooms, I finally finish getting all the luggage where it needs to be. Problem solved, right? Well, I wouldn't be here if it was. The group leader meets me at the front desk and is very unhappy at the slow-paced service that I provided them while getting their things to their room. Now, of course, I have to put on my nice face and apologize and explain to them that I am the only one working the front desk. Me. I'm sorry about it taking so long, but as you can see, I'm the only one working right now, so I've been doing my best to get all the luggage to the rooms in a timely manner. Group leader. Well, you should have worked faster. There are people that need things out of their luggage and they can't get to it because you can't work fast enough. Now this pisses me off, but working this job has taught me to take the bullcrap in one ear and out the other. So I did just that. Talked her down a bit and she left to her room still upset. Just when I think all is over, here she comes again, stomping her wrinkly feet through the lobby. You could almost hear the baggy skin slapping the hardwood. Group leader. Excuse me, there are people in this group that need handicapped rooms, and they're definitely not in handicapped rooms. You need to fix this now. I check all the reservations, and alas, every person in that group is in a standard room. Me. I'm sorry, ma'am, but here in our reservation contract, it doesn't say anything about handicapped rooms. It only says standard rooms. Group leader. Well, you're wrong, because I told these 5 people that they were going to be in handicapped rooms, and it's written down right here. She hands me a list of all the names that match the luggage, and off to the side, it does show that there were 5 people that were jotted down to be in handicapped rooms. Here's the kicker, though. It's an unofficial document and means nothing to me and in no way does help her case. Me. Ma'am, I understand your frustration, but your contract that you signed with us says nothing about handicap rooms. I don't mind changing these rooms to handicap, but it will cost more than the rate you have now. Group leader. Well, that's just unfair. How are you going to charge people that need more help more money just for a handicapped room? Me. I'm sorry, but that's just policy, ma'am. There isn't much I can do about it. Group leader. Get your manager on the phone right now. I want to have a word with them. Luckily, my manager was on her way back to the hotel and was able to talk to the group leader, and somehow or another, the group leader was able to get all 5 people that needed handicapped rooms upgraded without a charge. Now, overall, this just sucks. Just a pain in the butt, but nothing I haven't had to deal with before. Until the room changes begin. See, I had to move all the luggage from these 5 rooms to handicapped rooms, which again isn't a big deal. What is a big deal is being heckled by these guests to hurry up, while I'm literally carrying 6 bags per room to a different room. At this point, I'm even more annoyed than earlier, and the heckling is just making me more fumed. But I grit my teeth and push on. And finally, it's over. I'm down at the desk about to heat up some dinner, at least so I thought. Down comes the whole group to go get back on the bus to go eat somewhere. Lord help that waiting staff. And on their way out, a crotchety old British woman comes to the front desk to voice her complaint. British lady. Excuse me, but I can't get the coffee maker to work in the room. There isn't a pot for the water. Me. Confused because all the coffee makers are Keurigs and come with pre-packaged coffee pods. Me. I'm sorry, I don't understand what you mean, no pot for the water. Can you explain, please? British lady. There isn't a pot to hold the water. I don't know what else I need to say. You need to fix it so I can drink coffee when we come back. Me. Okay, I'll take a look, I guess. British lady. It better work when I get back or I'm gonna lose it. Me. Well, let me see what I can do. Finally, they leave and I head up to the room and look at the coffee maker, and guess what? Nothing was wrong with it at all. She actually had the back opened up where the water goes, and there was even writing on the inside that says, "Water goes here." I even checked and made sure it wasn't leaking or anything, and guess what? It wasn't. It was just user error. So they're still gone out to eat, and I'm sitting here dreading them coming back because I'm afraid I'm going to say something to them that will get me fired. Like I said, I don't usually get this upset working this job. It's just in one ear and out the other. But tonight, I might punch an old lady tonight and won't even feel bad for it. So thanks if you made it all the way here. I was really just posting here to vent because, good Lord, boomers got me all sorts of effed up. And now we're moving on to the next story. Evicted before even setting foot in the room, the tale of a clueless traveler. This happened within the last hour, and I'm still confused as to how oblivious people can be. Bit of a backstory. I manage a budget hotel on a tropical island. Catering to budget travelers means we have certain strict policies, one of which being full payment is due up front. It's important to note that I understand how long it takes some people to get here, and frankly, I sometimes give a bit of leeway in regard to this policy. So, I'm up working in a room, covering for a lack of maintenance, and as I'm finishing up, I can hear yelling coming from the front desk. Naturally, I poke my head in to find out what's going on. Turns out a tired lady is yelling at my front desk staff because she can't come up with the full amount. She was $6 short. As I'm trying to defuse the situation and calm her down, tired lady turns on me. I've been traveling for over 20 hours and I'm just $6 short. I have cash, look. Proceeds to shove a 50-euro bill in my face. Me. Yes, I understand how long it takes to get here and I truly sympathize. Then why can't I check in? Me. Well, under normal circumstances, we do require the full amount in local currency before check-in. She cut me off right before I was about to say I'd personally spot her the paltry amount till she settled in. This is ridiculous. Here's my passport. Keep this. I'm not running away. Me. No, I'm sorry. We can't keep your passport. Again, she cuts me off before I can explain that I didn't want any deposit and that she needed her passport to eventually change money. This is ridiculous. You're not letting me check in because I'm short $6. Me. If you'd just let me explain. And then she storms out. At this point, a guest who overheard everything ran back after her, waving $6 with the intention of giving it to her. I followed him out, but it's too late. He's caught her attention. What do you want? Do you have something to say to me? Look, here, just take it and pay me back later. I don't care. She's calm now. Thank you so much. I promise I'll pay you back. And she turns to me. I'm going to check in now, and I'm going to leave you the worst review ever. Me. No, that's blackmail. I'm done. You're no longer welcome here. What? You heard me. Leave. I traveled 20 hours and work in a hotel. Seriously, what kind of hotel allows guests to check in after verbally abusing staff and causing a scene? And I will be leaving you a horrible review. You just lost my business. With that, she stormed off. I thought that was the end of it. Let the shift change know she was not allowed to check in and carried on with maintenance. Nope. About 15 minutes later, I passed by the front desk to find her yelling at the front desk assistants, this time about not being allowed to check in. Look, I changed my money. Why can't I check in now? Me. Are you serious? Do you not remember me telling you to leave? Do you honestly think after the way you treated my front desk assistants that you'd be allowed to stay here? You can't do this. I'm going to leave you the worst review ever. Me. Well, you do that. But since you haven't actually stayed here, I can get it removed. Are you sure about that? Yep. Why can't you just let me check in? I've been traveling for 20 hours. Me. Sorry, you're not checking in after the way you treated our staff. We have a right to refuse service, and I'm choosing to exercise that right. Please find somewhere else to stay. Well, I'm going to call the police then. Please do. Doesn't that worry you? Do you honestly think they'll force us to check you in? That's not how it works. You'll leave in handcuffs. What makes you so sure of that? Well, you're on private property and you've been told numerous times. At this point, you're essentially trespassing, which is illegal. Wish I could have taken a photo of her reaction. Well, I'm leaving. I don't want to stay here anymore. Good luck getting my review removed. Thanks. I hope the rest of your day is as pleasant as you are. Hope you guys enjoyed the stories. And if you aren't subscribed, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications for future videos. If you didn't like my opinions, or if you did like my opinions, please let me know in the comments below what you thought of these stories, and I'll see you soon.